Greetings. It's Robin. It's November 23rd, late evening, and feeling inspired to share about this mind shift that is coming through. This choice for joy is just sweeping through the mind after a long, seemingly long period of looking at the ugly thoughts in the mind and feeling such guilt and hopelessness on this journey, this inward journey of learning how to forgive, learning how to let go. It's so deep and profound, and this happiness is just bursting through this life that just wants to break through everything that's been standing in the way in the mind. I'm so moved and I'm so grateful. And this clarity is coming in about the power of choice and the tricks that I've played on myself in my mind for so long, and the light bulbs are just going on everywhere in the mind. Especially over the last week, it's been a process of continuing to just find myself at a wall, looking at my circumstances, looking at my brothers and sisters, and looking at Robin included, and asking my teacher, asking Holy Spirit, how do I look beyond what I think is so wrong? Wrong in the world, wrong with relationships, the past, what I've done, what I haven't done. Looking at all the expectations and feeling the pain of believing that I didn't know how to get past it, how to just lay it down. And when I've asked Spirit, I hear, just give it to me. I say, what do I do with this? Give it to me. How do I let go of what I can't stand? How do I lay down what I hate? What I hate with such a passion. And again, it's behaviors of others, behaviors of myself, focusing so much on the way things look and feel. And coming up against this dead end, this wall, over and over and over again. And having to come to the realization and the acceptance that there is nowhere to go and there is nothing to do but simply give up the fight against my thoughts. And it's meant taking complete ownership of my state of mind in every moment. It's so crystal clear that I have not wanted to look at my thoughts. I have not wanted to look at them because I've believed that they're real, and these thoughts of self-hatred and judgment were my thoughts. I've believed for so long that they are me, that I am these thoughts, and because these thoughts are present in the mind, that there is something horribly wrong with me. And the trick that gets played in the mind of deceiving myself into believing that my state of mind is caused by things outside of me. And I've studied A Course in Miracles for many, many years. And there is just a profound shift from intellectual understanding and the analysis that can come in, trying to figure it out using learning and studying. And it has gone beyond that now. There's just a deep, deep shift that is freeing my mind to love these parts, these dark parts, these hateful parts that I have never really wanted to look at. Because when I look by myself, they are real. When I look and I allow myself to hold my judgments in place, my expectations, my opinions, there is no way out of pain. It guarantees me pain. And that might be one thing to say, but this experience is so precious. Been having dreams, encounters with wildlife, and just a long time of looking and just stewing and being in the feelings of hopelessness and being really tired of suffering, really tired of it. Knowing even intellectually that I have a choice, and yet not exercising my power of choice wisely. And it always leads to suffering. And so over and over again, over this past recent period of time, this wall I keep hitting is, well, there's nothing to be done. I have to give up my thoughts. I have to give up my judgments. There's no other way. And I'm asking and asking, how do I do that, Spirit? And the answer is, give it to me. It's always the same answer. In a million different forms, it's always the same. Come to me. And really practicing the observer, being the observer, witnessing thoughts, letting Spirit teach me how to feel the impact of these thoughts, such as, I'm not good enough. I'll never get this right. I've never gotten it right in the past, and I just can't do it. I can't let go of control. I can't let go of my beliefs. How do I do it, Spirit? How do I do it? Give it to me. And allowing the effects of these thoughts, the terror, shame, a lot of shame, humiliation, the desire to hide, the desire to numb, just letting it all wash through. And like a duck, like a bird, just letting it roll off, and yet not denying the feelings, letting them come. Such a deep lesson to allow that process to happen. And I see that as I've let that come in over the last week, they do pass. Spirit's been really helping me with that experiencing that, getting beyond the talking about it and even sharing about it. It's all helpful, but it all leads to an experience where I can truly be free. And that experience is upon me today. This beautiful day, 1123. November 23rd, 1123. I had a dream this morning couple of past lovers were in it, and there was a coming together and then a splitting apart. And I watched the character in the dream, myself, Robin, fight against it. She got angry and she was desperate. She was desperate to fix it and to change the outcome. And then she lashed out at somebody else involved in the dream that I wanted to blame for things going wrong. And then this voice came in during the dream, said, maybe it just wasn't supposed to work out. Maybe it wasn't supposed to happen. And I awoke with this deep acceptance, this washing over me that I don't have to blame anyone. I don't have to blame anyone for anything. I don't understand what anything is for in my life. I don't know why I can come together with a brother romantically or platonically or with family, and there can be such love, and yet things don't work out. And I have taken on such guilt and pain and suffering out of a need of acceptance, out of circumstance, getting value out of these circumstances in life. And this little dream I had this morning as I awoke brought such a powerful message of there is freedom in accepting how things play out. And there's nothing that I need to question. It's just how it is in this existence. Everything plays out a certain way, and I can't hold on to anything in this world. And where that used to bring depression and hopelessness, that is my freedom. And the chains are just dropping away, and I'm so grateful. There's no one to blame. I don't have to blame myself for being the dreamer of a dream of separation. I don't have to take on guilt for being afraid. I've been very afraid to look at my thoughts because I haven't known how. I haven't been ready to look at my thoughts without judgment. I've been looking, studying, analyzing, pulling apart, denying, running away from, numbing out, distracting, because I've thought that these thoughts are real because they're there in the mind, and these feelings that come up. Very dark, hateful feelings, rage. I'm going through cycles of intense rage as well. And the practice of just letting these things wash through with the inner teacher holding space for me. I don't become those thoughts. They're not mine to keep. They're coming up to give away. Let them wash through, and let the truth, let the love within that is changeless be what remains. I've felt like running away from my circumstance. I have felt like something's gone really wrong, that my life should look differently, that other people's lives should look differently, they should be doing different things. It is such a gift to accept that all of it has played its role perfectly. It's all played out perfectly in order to wake me up and to force me to go within for answers. Everything in my life, every moment, every hurtful occurrence, every abuse, every transgression, every mistake has been necessary to awaken me and to bring me to this place of surrender. There is nowhere to go in the world. There's no way to fix it. And I have been trying to fix Robin. I've been trying to fix others in a desperate attempt to make myself feel better. And I have been playing the blame game big time, over and over, even as I claim that I'm trying, even as I claim that, it can't be done. I can't overlook what I hate. I can't overlook my thoughts. Being so terrified of the fear and the rage and the belief that I deserve to be punished. And that I'm a victim. There is no victim. No victim anywhere. It can't be found. It can't be found. You look and you look and you look and you just can't find it. I thought it was me. I thought it was, others. Victim of circumstance. Oh, isn't that too bad? Every opinion, every judgment is an attack on my peace. It's an attack on my state of mind, disguised as some kind of truth or some kind of whatever, some kind of reality. And so the perfect order of how everything unfolds is what remains now. And this joy springs out of this awareness that I am free because God loves me. Love loves me. God wants me. He wants me near Him. Love wants me near it. It is my home. It is where I belong. And I can lay down the weapons of battle, judgments, deception, the need to be small and hide, the need to project my rage and my hatred onto the world and my brothers and sisters. Everything is so innocent beyond the appearance of things. Everything is just so innocently reflecting my own thoughts. Everything that I blame someone else for is merely my own beliefs about myself being just played out and shown to me. And to come to this place of loving this darkness, saying, okay, you can be here. Okay, so there's been darkness. And I'm willing to end the suffering. I'm willing to lay down the need to fix and change the world so that I can be happy. It hasn't worked. I've tried it all. I've tried it all. So this precious gratitude is coming in, this gratitude for everything. And I'm finding it so easy just to smile at everything. I went to work today and got caught up a little bit in feeling unworthy about a task I was given to do. There's an urgency to it, and I got kind of swept up in that for a bit. And it just passed. I'm like, oh, it's just another thing. It's just another thing to try to tempt me into feeling small and not good enough. But those thoughts are a choice I make, and I choose again. And so I came home from work, and there's just this sense of purpose surrounding everything. I was making dinner, and I felt prompted to get on my phone, get on YouTube, and something told me, you're going to watch the first video that comes on YouTube. Okay, I scroll down, and some, it was like animal videos. It's like, oh, that's kind of cute. And a couple videos in, it just got weird, animals fighting and stuff like that. I scroll down, and there's the song Happy. It's like, that's what I want. I listened to it probably 50 times tonight. Just with this joy and vibrancy, just like flushing up into my body and into my awareness. I'm like, yeah. Tempt me with whatever you want. Tempt me with a sob story for the ages. Whatever. Throw it at me. Throw me into it. Whatever. I'm not affected. I'm not affected. It has nothing to do with me at all. It has nothing to do with me. I am not a story. I am not a person. I am not a character. I am not a bundle of nerves and emotions. I am the light that transcends time and space. And I've imagined myself stuck in a world being victimized by something that's out of my control. I've been very wrong, and I am rejoicing that I can accept the truth instead of luxuriating in wrong-minded thinking. And not sinful, not cause for guilt or judgment. I've just been mistaken. And watching that happy video and all my brothers and sisters dancing, and I'm dancing in the kitchen, and I'm sitting down eating, and I can hardly sit there. It's just so joyful. It's like, yeah, I want to shine light. That's what I'm here to do. And I've told myself that many times, and I've come to that place many times. And yet the final step of actually following and taking action has been hard for me to come by. There's always something else, brushing my teeth, you name it, anything. Any concern or activity is a reason potentially to not shine the light and do what feels inspired. So I really felt called to make this video and stand in the truth, speak for the truth, demonstrate the truth. And the blame game can be laid down now. And the calls for love are answered with love and tenderness and with a detachment. I see them, I bless them. I give away my judgmental thoughts, and I choose love. And joy is the result. And what a beautiful day indeed. There's nowhere to go but surrender. So I'm waving that white flag. Waving that white flag of surrender. I give up. I give up trying to change things. I give up the need to understand my surroundings, my circumstances, the past. I give up trying to orchestrate a future or even trying to understand the present. And in each moment, I can choose joy. I can choose surrender. And I choose to let wisdom speak to me and speak through me. I choose to be used by one who knows what's useful. What's useful for the healing of the world. It's so beautiful to reflect on the entire life story of Robin and see that it's all been so innocent. There's no tragedy, there's just no reason to blame. There's no one and nothing to blame. Blame game over. Blame game over. So I take a bow for the performance that I've pulled off, the performance of a person trying to make it in the world, trying to sound smart and do the right thing and get to know the right people and make enough money and look a certain way, and so I can appear to have my shit together and all that stuff. Just let it fall apart. Just let it fall apart. Let everything just be perfect as it is. And I am free. If I am, then you are too. You are too. And isn't that wonderful? I am willing to let inspiration guide me. I am willing to follow joy. I am willing to let this journey look however it needs to look, however it wants to look. I'm willing to let every rule that I've ever made up in my mind be broken. Just let them all be broken. not out of malice or resentfulness, just let it all fall. Let the spinning plates fall to the ground. No more striving, no more fretting. Just let everything just be. And let light and joy and inspiration extend from this body I seem to be acting out of. I'm so grateful to be able to smile on the calls for love that surround me, that are actually really coming from me. I've been crying out for love for so long, wondering, where is it? I can't find it. I can't keep it. These beliefs don't belong in the mind anymore. I'm willing to give them all away and bless them. I'm willing to look ridiculous. I'm willing to alienate people that have been in my life for my entire life. Again, not out of malice or a need to attack or push away. But I'm willing to continue to take this journey deeper and deeper and higher and higher. And let it get as messy as it needs to get. Just let it get nice and sticky and messy and crazy. That's great. This is great. I've always loved watching things fall apart, to be honest. I secretly kind of cheer inside when something falls apart, whether it's relationships or a natural landscape or really anything. When something is swirling out of control and falling apart, I've always rejoiced about that, but I just haven't really admitted it to that many people. There's something just gorgeous about it. It's like, yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, let that tornado just blow through. Just let it blow through. Blow it up. Blow it up, Spirit. Show me I'm safe beyond the world. Let the world do what it's going to do. I want to know that I'm safe. I want to feel it. I want to feel it in my bones. I want to feel that safety just bursting out of me. And be able to be used to provide comfort and inspiration to others so that they know it's safe and they can come along and let their lives fall apart too. And let their thoughts just fly away. There's nothing of value to hang on to in a frightened mind. And a frightened mind is a choice. That is a choice. I choose a contented mind, a calm mind, a mind lit up by joy, freedom, the knowledge that I am impervious, unassailable, and I will not be stopped. On this journey, I will not be stopped. Nothing can stop me. Because I belong to God, I belong to love. I am the light, and it can't be extinguished. I've tried and tried and tried under the guise of being a good student and, being realistic and all this nonsense. I'm willing to let the whole ruse go. So thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm called to share my journey. to be more vulnerable and just expose and share. And so I'll continue to do that. So thank you for joining me on this path of undoing, falling apart, to be built back up again with a solid foundation that won't change and is not shaken. I cling only to the truth. I cling only to the truth. And I'm willing to be used. I'm willing to be placed in whatever service is suitable for all of us. I'm willing to give up my goals and my preferences because they're absolutely meaningless. Not only are they meaningless, they cause quite a bit of pain when I cling to them and find value in them. And so I lay them down. Very happily lay them down. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you for this blessing of a day, this blessing of a moment.